Welcome back to the custom Call of Duty World at War zombie map tutorial series, and we are now in number 8, and we are going to be adding a mystery box and a power switch into our map. As you can see, the map is where we left off with these beautiful wall weapons, the beautiful perk machines, and you may have noticed that I dragged the spawns over here. If you guys remember from the third or second tutorial, I can't remember which one it was, we left these intact from the tutorial map, the Sniper Pulse tutorial map. So just drag these into your map. That way, when we do compile, you're not going to fall to your death into oblivion, and you're actually going to be able to spawn into your map. So yeah, and today we're going to be doing the power switch and the mystery box. Before that, I just want to apologize for this icon right here. I was like, you know what? I'm sick of the Windows 8 icon. I kind of want to put the XP icon. I wonder how that would look, and I thought it would look good, and apparently I was wrong. This looks really ugly, and this is going to go right after this video. Yeah, that's really bad. I'm sorry. There's this beautiful map up here, and then there's this eyesore down here. So I apologize for that in advance. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the video. So first, I'd like to also address with our map, there is a slight variation. I created this nice little room, and this is where the power switch is going to go. This is just kind of like a cranny in the wall, just so for the power switch. It's not going to be like a room. You can't really move around in it. But yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. I made it like a little power room, and it goes a little bit higher than the rest of the room, and it looks kind of cool with this little chain link fence. This is also set up for a later tutorial. This is going to be a door to the power switch. You're going to have to buy a door into the power switch, and I'm going to be using this as an example for a door. Now, you might realize that this side is a clip texture. Just in case you guys were curious, that's why it is a clip texture, because if we have the chain link texture on both sides, it looks really stupid, almost as bad as that Windows XP icon. So we're just going to go ahead, set that to a clip texture, and it is going to be invisible, and we're only going to have one chain link, kind of like what was done with the perk machines, in fact. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to add the power switch first, and this is actually pretty simple. It's as simple as the last tutorial. So we're going to right click, go to MISC, prefab, no, sorry, not bamskater, Sniper Bolts tutorial prefab v1.0, and it's right at the top here, power underscore switch. We're going to go ahead and open this. Now, some of his prefabs are really off, and like the vending machine ones are okay, but the boxes, and the boxes especially, and the power switch, as you can see, the model is really, oh, you can't even see it yet. There it is. The prefab is really far off from its reference point. So you're just going to have to scroll out and find the prefab on your map and drag it over into your map. Don't worry about the reference point. It's really far off. That's the only problem with this prefabs. Everything else, they're fantastic. So it's going to start this way. This is the wrong way for my map, so if you need to rotate your power switch, just go ahead and do so on this. We're not going to need to touch the X and the Y axis, just the Z axis, and we're going to flip it that way. I'm going to lower it a little bit as well, because that is really high. That looks about right. It's about in line with the diamond, yep. And we're just going to move it back against the wall. Let's see here. Ooh, that was a little bit sensitive. Oh, that is not aligned in the middle. Sometimes I have OCD over stuff like this, and I just have to fix it. So I'm going to fix it really quick. Just align it to the middle. There we go. That looks a lot better. Oh, that makes me feel better. Okay, so I'm going to switch it back to 8. So yeah, you can just switch it to a lower grid to make it more precise. If you want to move it to a precise location, like in the middle of the wall, like I did. Anyway, so yeah, the power switch is in there, and as you can see, the model's there, the trigger zone is there, the script node is there, everything is there thanks to lovely Sniper Bolt. We don't have to do anything, and it is all going to be set up in the script, so we don't have to worry about it. Yay! So we're going to go over to the mystery box. I'm going to put a mystery box in this corner. I'm going to do it the same way I did the Pack-a-Punch in a nice 45-degree angle. So to do this, we're going to right-click, MISC Prefab. This is going to be our favorite button in the series. Trust me, the prefab button. Dear Lord. So Sniper Bolts tutorial prefabs v1.0. This is a little bit interesting. I'm going to explain this a little bit. So this will require us to do some work in the code, because if you're going to make a big map, try to limit it to no more and no less than 6 mystery boxes. 1 for the beginning spawn location and 5 more for the random ones. Because if you have less, you're going to need to edit the script. If you add more, you're going to need to copy prefabs and add more scripts. It's easier to take away them than it is to add them, though. Now, with my map, I'm only going to have begin. So basically, begin this, wherever you put this prefab, that the mystery box is always going to spawn there when you start up the map. It's always going to start there until you get the teddy bear. Then it's going to randomize between these, and it's always going to keep randomizing between begin and the other 5 every time you get a teddy bear after that. But what would happen, say we just wanted 1 in our map and we could begin in there, once we got a teddy bear, it would go to these ones, but these ones don't exist. So you would never be able to use the mystery box again after you got a teddy bear, which is a little harsh on the player. I mean, that's not very fair. So we're going to need to edit that in the script. I'm going to need to edit that in the script, and I'm going to show you guys when I do that, so you guys know, because I'm only going to have 1. It's going to be kind of like a Nocturne and Totem setup. But yeah, I'm just going to choose begin for right here, and we'll do that later. As I said, the mystery box prefab is way off of the reference point, so you're going to need to scroll it a fair bit to be able to find it, and move it back into your tiny little map there, and scroll back in. So yeah, I'm just going to position it in this little corner here. I'm going to rotate it so it's pointing outwards. Now there's 2 arrows on this prefab. You want the big one facing out towards where the player will be activating it. Because let's say you had it rotated this way, where the arrow's the other way, the player would not be able to buy it because he'd come up and the trigger zone wouldn't reach him because the trigger zone is on this side. So he would not be able to buy the box, and he would probably get very pissed off. So we're going to go ahead and rotate it, and yeah, I'm going to put it on a 45-degree angle. So if you want to do the same, all you have to do is go up to Selection, Rotate, Arbitrary Rotation, and we're going to rotate it by 45 degrees on the Z-axis. And there we go. We have a beautiful 45-degree angle box. Now you can't really see it, and that is because it is below the map. We're just going to have to drag this up a little bit. Yeah, and I'm just going to position it. There we go. So now it's in the corner. It's beautiful. Now, one problem, you can easily see it with how I did it because I was bad. The mystery box is hovering off the floor. And that's good if that's what you're going for, but that's not what I'm going for. So what you're going to need to do is switch to the side view and, oh, I didn't want to, yeah, there we go. Switch to the side view and lower it down to the ground. Now, it will be a little bit difficult to get the hang of. You can put the grid down to like 1 to make sure it's precise, but the problem with the mystery box is there's a lot of mesh lines, and it can be hard to find them. What you want to find is, see this little area down here where it's like one grid box width, and it has like the little diagonal lines going through it. That's what you want to line up with the ground, because that's the bottom of these little cinder blocks here, and that's what you want to be level with the ground. So yeah, our mystery box is now level with the ground. Now you may be wondering, looking at this mystery box, and go, what the hell is going on here? This isn't the mystery box texture. Where's the question marks? Why is there a teddy bear sticking out of it? Why are the teddy bear boxes underneath inside the mystery box? This is all going to be fixed in the script. Don't worry, the texture is going to be fixed. This is just a prefab, so it has all the models there that are going to be needed, and the script will switch what's displayed accordingly. Now, as you can see, similar to our guns, our perks, and everything else, the trigger zone, the clip, and the model's already there. The code is already there. We're just going to need to edit it for how many we want in our map, and everything's all fine and dandy. And we can thank Sniper Bolt for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please leave a like below, comment any questions or comments you guys may have on the video, and subscribe. Make sure to watch out for tomorrow's video. I'm going to say this because tomorrow's video is going to be extremely important. And the reason is, if you don't watch tomorrow's video and you don't follow it, then your map isn't going to work. So tomorrow's going to be a very important video, and you need to look out for that. And it's a fix, because something is weird with it. With the script placer I used, there is a bit of a problem. So we'll address that tomorrow. Make sure to watch that video because it's going to be very important, and I will see you guys then.